As we move on to something completely different. For quite a few years here in NDTV, we've been fighting against VIP culture. We've had enough of it. We are sick of the red lights, of the blue lights, of the special treatment on aircraft, of the special treatment at airports where our VIPs, primarily our netas and our babus, don't stand in line, they break the queue and you know, I mean, there are different sets of rules for them. But Mr. Tankha has actually done something which a lot of people would say is very welcome. And it's actually this letter. And we've got more details of this letter. This is a letter that he has written to the leadership of SpiceJet. This was on a flight recently from Madhya Pradesh. He says, or rather, I travelled from Jabalpur to Delhi yesterday on the 6th of July on a particular flight. I was surprised at the Delhi airport last evening when a fellow MP from Jabalpur and I boarded the transit bus at Delhi. Its doors were shut abruptly to other passengers, and just the three of us were exclusively ferried from the place of deboarding to the arrival. I strongly feel that an MP is like any other passenger and should expect the same courtesy as are offered or provided to other passengers. Mr. Tankha, I think a lot of people in this country would really welcome this. Do members of your party share the same spirit, or do you think that, you know, this VIP culture is something that still exists in our political class?
It is very much there, and we want this to change. And unless some people like us start speaking against it, the process will not start. I'm very clear that this is unacceptable. The way red lights move, the way people have visible securities and they push you around, and in railway stations, the kind of VIP culture takes place at the airport, it's not acceptable. All of us are equal. Everybody is respected, and we should all stand in a queue and wait for our turn.
And very briefly,
I'm very happy traveling with my fellow passengers.
Yeah. Mr. Tankha, what really struck me,
in fact, I felt bad and embarrassed.
Sure, and just very briefly, you said that this courtesy made you feel extremely embarrassed. That's where you come from, that, you know, it was difficult for you to accept this, and you didn't expect it to happen. It just happened that the doors of the bus closed. It's something that embarrassed you.
I was shocked. And when I saw the faces of the co-passengers, and a lot of them I knew very well, and you know, when they abruptly shut the door, and they're looking at it, they're standing in the sun, and we get into the bus and it just moves away. I mean, something like, you know, a bus which could take 40 people moves with 3. I was there. The BJP member of Lok Sabha from Jabalpur was there, and Mrs. Smriti Irani's husband. The 3 of us. I was wondering why the 3 of us are being taken alone. I protested, and I told them, I said, this is not acceptable.
Right. Well, Mr. Tankha, you've certainly set a precedent, an example over here, and hopefully it's something that will be replicated by many other leaders.